NP, may you rest, may you rest. Never ever shoot below the net. You a rookie, I'm a vet. That's why I got a Glock, you got a tech. Not chuckers, these chests. I flooded out my paddock with baguettes. I curved Tiffany, for Jess. Need to get myself together, I'm a mess.
Blow the brains out the coop. Don't need one on top, but I'm on mute. I'ma bust her wrist down cause she cute. Fuck her on the yacht, I've been a pool. She an addict for the lifestyle in the paddock. Daddy, have you ever felt Chanel fabric? I be dripping to death, I need a casket. And we got more stress in the rough, we foul.
What's going on, guys? RZR here from All Wrapped Up Customs 505. Today we're going to be doing a rock light install on the RZR. I got these from Off-Road Town. I'm going to be showing you guys a picture of what they look like. We first will be starting off by ripping out all the seats, then probably wiring up the dash, mounting the switch, so there's quite a lot to do. I may do custom brackets for the back, not too sure yet. To be honest, I've seen several ways to do this, so I could just drill holes through the tube and mount them. I can make my own mounts, so I'll let you guys know as I start wrenching and working on it. But the first step is removing the seats from the inside, because we're going to be running tons and tons of wiring. Let's get started and let's see what we got to work with. So here's what the box looks like. It also has a Bluetooth app for your phone. Let's tear open the box and see what we got to work with. So this has to be the main harness. So we will mount this. This is going to be the tricky part, is finding where to mount that. That, I believe, goes to the switch, which we got a nice cool switch inside that says zombie lights. And these, I bet, contain 3 rock lights each. So I've been noticing that most of these are going to come with 2 different mounts. Got a cage mount. See how you can take it. Let's give you an example. It has that little cove in here, so you can kind of just make it stick to your cage if you want to do it that way. Or they also come with also a flat mount, so if you're going to mount it up against something, you just stick it flat on there. So there's those. So there should be 3 mounts. There's 1, 2. This is, I believe, the 3rd one. Yep. So there's the 3 mounts, whichever one you choose, cage style or flat style. Little washers, little nuts, and little Allen bolts. And then you have your rock light. These are supposed to be waterproof as well, because it says marine. She saw a picture of a boat, one with a boat, so these are actually submerged in the water, so these, I believe, are pretty good. Alrighty, let's tear out those seats and get going. For those of you who don't know how to take out the seats, it's fairly simple. On the back side, you just find the middle, slide your hand down, and there's a little tab right here. You just pull up, and the whole seat will come out. That's the one for the passenger side. I'll leave that just there hanging, and then I'll show you guys one of the front sides, because I already took the driver's side out. So same thing, but this one's a little simpler, because you just find this big block with these 2 little bolts sticking out, and you can actually see the little tab. You just pull up on it, and the seat will come out. Okay, so by this point you should have the hood off. I am doing 6. If you're doing 8, this should be the same. If you're doing 4, you probably don't have to do the hood or the back. But I am going to be probably mounting the front one on this, probably right here on this piece of metal. And I actually think this thing on bolts, so that's pretty nice. I could just probably, no, I'm not gonna be able to do that. But I'll probably just drill it onto this, which should shine through my grill pretty good. And then I'm going to probably make a bracket that goes up a little more and is gonna protrude up in here, so you'll be able to see it and then the tire can flex up and down without hitting it. So that's my idea for the front. I'll show you guys my brackets. Same thing with the back. Here's the interior. All the seats are stripped out so it could run my wiring. Back one I'm gonna run. I'm thinking of running on this side, right here on this piece of metal. I'm gonna put a bracket here and on the other side. I'm thinking of putting the other the other light either on the back here against this wall so you can see the turbo area. I don't know if you guys can see it. Somewhere in here. Or, I don't know if I could get in there, but probably up in there somewhere over my motor, but I'm not too sure with the heat there. So probably most likely here where you could see where you're going to be able to see all the turbo and my intake tube and all that good stuff. And let me show you my brackets that I'm going to design. I'll show you guys on there. So I found these. I don't know exactly what they're for, but I always save extra stuff. As you can see, my big old pile of bolts and brackets and all that good stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice off probably about the length of the rock light. Just zip this off, throw that piece of metal away, drill 2 holes up here on the top, and then I'm thinking about mounting it onto this thing right here with the rock light being right there and it just overhanging right by this little hose. So that's my idea. I'm going to try to zip off the extensions on these now, and I will show you guys when I have all my rock lights mounted. Alrighty guys, so I made my own custom brackets. Basically this drills onto the RZR. The rock light goes attached right here and it'll just shine down. I did get gashed a little bit making these, that's why my thumb's all bloody. And I already have one hooked up, and I'll show you how I ran the wiring and hopefully everything reaches. But here's a picture of one installed. I kind of like it too because it kind of shields this hose a little, so I kind of have a protector and a rock light at the same time, and it should shine down. Anyways, this I'm gonna run the wire and follow that wire across up into where I have it ran through in here. So it's just gonna go following that wire all the way across and then into that little hole, which I already have ran into the cab. So it just came out through here. There's already a hole there, and my controller is going to go somewhere in this area. So I will jump to showing you guys the other ones all installed. Alrighty guys, so I finished running all my wiring. I finished connecting all my brackets. I made a bracket for every single piece. I'm going to show you where I ran all my wiring, and then we'll zip tie everything up and we're going to move on to the exhaust that came in today. So this is day 2. Took me all day to make these brackets. I kind of like them because it kind of also protects my shock hoses a little. But I'm going to run my wiring across through here. I'm gonna zip tie it up to these wires, and I'm gonna follow those, and then right here it'll just kind of tie in right there. I have it ran in. I don't know if you could see it right there. Goes in through here. I had to take all this, I took all this apart, and I'll show you on the other side because I don't have the seat in on that side. And it's all ran into here, which is the where I have it centered in the on this bracket. I made this bracket out of a piece of steel because I don't like how flimsy this plastic piece was. So that ain't going anywhere. I have all the extra wire wrapped around there, so eventually when we get back from our trip, I'll rewire everything and tuck everything and have a lot less mess right there. As well as you could see all my other wiring came in from the front, and same thing came in through here. I have to still put these all back in, but everything ran same place all the way straight through. I want to show you guys where I mounted my first one. I mean the center front one, which is right here. I just drilled 2 holes and then mounted it right there on that. And we'll jump to this side so I can show you guys where I routed the other wiring. Same thing, comes through the firewall back here, comes through this, and I just ran my lines through here. Same thing back here. Here's those other 2 lines. Ran into the firewall all the way across, and they all connect over there. And I wanted to show you guys where I put the 6th one. I mounted it on that heat shield right there. I'll let you guys know if it fries, but I mean there's a pretty good gap between anything that heats up to that, so we'll see how that one does. But that one was pretty easy access. You just removed the access panel and then put the 2 bolts right there and mounted it, and then ran the wiring, same thing, straight up, tied in with the other ones. And that's it. I will show you guys what it looks like completed. Alrighty guys, here's a clip of what it looks like with the rock lights on. Like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Thanks for watching.